July 20th, 2024.
Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Yes.
We're at Kohiko Coffee Club, Kohiko Coffee Shop, actually,
Yes.
here in Sugarland, and we found it from an article. So premium coffee experience, coffee art, and we have one right here. Actually, we took the camera to take a look at it real quick, but here we go. So there's the tea, and then there's the latte art.
Tasting Japan.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is it legit?
Yeah.
Do you think they? Let me take a taste real quick. Oh yeah.
Reminds me of Japan.
Do you think they like import it?
I think they imported.
Yeah. Do you think they like loosened up some of those import restrictions? Because I remember it used to be really hard
Probably,
to.
yeah.
Okay.
Because we have good relations with Japan, so.
Yeah, and the ghost of Shinzo Abe deflected that bullet to protect Trump from the attempted assassination. At least that's what the memes say. Anyway, that might have been a little displaced, but anyway, yeah.
How was your week?
It was great.
Oh.
The week was awesome. It was very busy.
Last
Oh my
week.
god, yeah. It's been an incredible week. It was so busy. Like
Anything exciting happened?
it's just everything. The big one we capped off with the big old robot uprising. Apparently we had another
Friday.
impromptu robot uprising today.
Oh, that was chaotic.
It's just another day for me. Yeah. Apparently the mothership took a bigger hit off of that than we did. Well, the mainline United had a lot of blue screens with their software and the scheduling boards, but for us, we were able to still get aircraft dispatched out on time. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, for the regional carriers. And then you know what I heard was Southwest actually had a very successful day because they were still using Windows 3.1 from 1992. so they survived by being obsolete.
So, in your face, for the last time they didn't have their crash or meltdown, right?
Well, I think they're just trading one type of meltdown for another type of meltdown. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was kind of weird how everybody got the same screen with a
Yeah.
sad face on it.
the sad face on it. Hopefully, it's not a precursor of things to come. But
Oh.
yeah, that capped off our week, and that was on a Friday. And then everybody, of course,
Previous
is
week.
yeah, everybody's still getting over the Trump assassination.
Yeah, that too.
That was pretty crazy. Like
That
people aren't
was-
even like really talking about that right now. It's all something we're like still processing in the back of our mind.
That was a week ago. That was Saturday.
That was
Saturday.
yeah, not even. It was so it's only been like 6 days since then. You know, I honestly think that was gonna set off a bunch of stuff. Like if they had been successful with that, that would have been the go signal to like everything else, like all the other stuff that they have like planned. Like that would have been it, and it didn't work. I feel like the CrowdStrike computer outage was like part of it, but since that was something that was set in advance, it couldn't like, tell the robot army, hey, by the way, this is canceled. So
It feels like everything is geared towards Texas right now.
yeah, Texas is really taking a hit.
CrowdStrike is from Austin, Texas.
Yep. Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're in Austin. So an Austin, Texas-based company shuts down the world.
The
The
world.
world. Wow.
Yeah, they're going to be under the microscope for a little bit now.
Yeah. Well, I heard.
Forget Centerpoint.
Yeah. Well, I heard there was another conspiracy theory-wise. I heard there was another company that actually bought futures against Trump's media company the day before the attempt on it. Like on Friday, they bought futures, betting that his stock would go down, and that was Austin Wealth LLC, supposedly is the name of the company. Anyway, I didn't see it myself, but there's enough people repeating it on Facebook, so obviously it must be true. Yeah, but anyway,
Because they filter all that, right?
yeah, they do filter all that, but yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff.
I finally got power back.
Yeah, you did. When did you get your power back?
6 days later, so I got it back Saturday night.
Okay.
It was awful. The whole week
Was it bad?
Awful.
Yeah.
And then after that, we had like infestation. The whole city had infestations of the really bad mosquitoes.
Oh my God, those mosquitoes were horrible. and they were out for blood.
They hurt.
They hurt. It was like being stabbed, like being like injected.
Worse than being
vaccinated against her will.
Yeah, it was worse than that.
It was really bad.
Oh.
God, and they were fearsome looking. They were like black and white striped,
Yeah,
and
they were hungry.
they were really bad. They were out for blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows if we have West Niles, if we have.
God. And you know what makes it worse is I actually had this insect repellent, mosquito repellent lotion that had been kicking around in my bag for the longest time. I've never needed it, so I think I finally like threw it out. Still sealed. Like I'll never use this stuff, you know. And then I'm like scrambling and looking for it,
It's
you
like,
know,
where
that
did it
first
go?
buy. God, but that's how we are though. We just
Yeah.
like whenever it's done, it's done. So.
But from work, I got the insulated. What do you call this? Insulated ice chest.
Yeah, the igloo,
So,
like
it's like the
yeah, it's like the
cheap-
like a Kodiak or the or the
styrofoam.
Yeah, the styrofoam.
So
Oh, was it styrofoam or was it?
it wasn't styrofoam, but it was similar to it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Kind of like the like soft cloth, right? Soft liner.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it keeps everything cool.
Right.
So I kept it. I hoarded it. Luckily, I did because it was helpful during that week that I was out of power because I could put ice in it.
Oh yeah, I've been doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I've been going to work. I have my little Bucky's bag, the little
I actually
24
got
can
one.
holder. Really? So I figured out how to make the ice last longer.
How?
You got to keep it in the bag and you just stand it up. Don't crack the bag open and pour it out, because there's like the more ice that touches the bag, the
it
faster
keeps
it'll
it-
melt.
okay.
Yeah, so you got to keep like the you got to keep the bag, you got to keep the ice in the bag and keep the bag like the ice freestanding.
And it makes it easier to toss out too.
Exactly, yeah. But the water will still go everywhere. You know, I should look on Amazon and see if they have like an ice bag where you put the ice in it and then
It keeps it from.
leaking out
Yeah.
and soaking the tortillas and everything else.
Yeah.
God, it's horrible.
It is horrible.
Yeah.
This is life in Texas.
It's really bad. Don't move to Texas. It gets really medieval really quick. It's so amazing like how we seem to be regressing. Like I didn't it's like one day you're like Neon Dynasty, like living in the future, and then the next day, like one hurricane later, and you're like Little House on the Prairie.
Yes.
Like, you know,
Yes.
like what are we gonna do today, Pa?
We were all forced to be living off the grid.
You know, reading Bibles by the candlelight.
Really reading Bibles because we were desperate.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and then the power comes back on, and then it's like, oh, okay, time to put this away. Like, let's go back to like, you know,
Put it in the drawer.
being citizens. You know, surfing the internet.
It really reminded
Online
me.
gambling.
Online gambling. Go back to it.
It's like
Everything illegal.
everything illegal. Let's go back to it. So.
Yeah, but it really reminded me of when I was in my teenage years and I was sent to Japan.
Yeah.
And this is what it felt like because where I was back so many years ago, they had power. They just didn't have AC. They had fans, you know, those old-fashioned fans. that
Yeah.
They hooked up to the top of the ceiling.
Right.
But this is what it felt like, but worse. Because we couldn't open the windows. Like,
In Japan.
no, in Japan you could open it up.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Because the places were designed for that, but here
Yeah.
we couldn't because of the mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
And we had those screens,
then
and we
have
had nothing to protect
criminals
us against.
walking
Oh,
around.
and criminals,
Yeah, stray dogs.
Night walkers, yeah, it was really bad. Yeah,
So-
it's crazy out here. We got alligators and stuff. Yeah, you don't want to open up the windows around here in Texas. You open a window, you have no idea what's going to be coming in.
I've had snakes in my house before.
Oh no, that's bad.
But, I mean, I felt bad for my cats.
Yeah, your poor cats.
I
yeah.
learned after day 2, keeping them indoors.
Well, your fish died, right?
My fish.
Yeah,
died.
your goldfish that were there forever.
Two
Yeah.
last 2.
God, that sucks, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and when I took it out yesterday to toss, they were bloated.
Oh man.
But at least, you know what, I can get rid of the tank, I can get rid of the stand, and I'll
Got a little bit
clear-
more shelf space going on.
Yeah,
Now you
something
get
else
like
can
a
put.
statue. Get like a statue, put it there.
But yeah, so after day 2 of leaving the cats indoors, and over 100 degrees, by the way, it's like an oven, I've learned to just go ahead and let them outdoors because they have a better way to survive.
So they can fend for themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let the cats survive. The cats are incredibly robust.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where we're at. and it's just the very beginning of the hurricane season. So.
Yep, and I found out solar is worthless.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I had this whole. I was so proud of myself. I had this whole solar setup going on, and I was just like, oh, this is my moment, right? Worthless. So solar panels are so worthless because, well, our power goes out because we have a hurricane, right? And it's a cloudy day. So I put it. Well, there's one that I have that's and I really should have shot video when I had them hooked up to show people in real life, hey, this is what it's putting out. But I was just too hot. I just didn't feel like doing it, right? But I had one solar panel that's 100 watt, and I have it hooked up to your battery pack, right?
It's a small.
It's a small one, and it's putting out 35 watts. Okay, so it's gonna take 8 hours to charge your battery pack, and then
And then to hook it up to the car, it was.
Oh, and to hook it up to the car, it was even worse. Yeah, and then but then I had another solar panel. It was a series of 4 that were 25, 25, 25, and 25 watts, and together they're supposed to be 4, and you hook them together, and then you run the wire. It was 15, not even 10. I was like, do these things have to they gotta get up to running speed, take a running start? Yeah, worthless, So I think we're really cooked when it comes to this next.
I don't like camping. I hate camping.
Yeah.
I've always hated camping.
We really do need that outlet, dude. We really do. We need it to survive.
I wrote to all of the state reps. I think it was the 5th night when I was so desperate.
Yeah. Wrote to your
meltdown.
representative.
I wrote to all of the representatives, and I did my recommendations. I told, I pretty much said, if a home is out of power for 5 days and the power company can't fix it, they need to just plug in the generator automatically to the homes, because in the future, at least those are the homes that don't need to be worried about.
Yeah.
So as they do this every time that there's more than 5 days worth of power outage, that's a few less that they have to worry about.
Right.
And then the power company can not take their time, but they can do it the right way.
Gotcha.
Fixing things instead of a temporary fix.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's costly, but we lost, I think, 18 lives from this storm because.
And that's what's reported. That doesn't count all the homeless people and random.
I'm sure the homeless people survived.
Random. But maybe they didn't. You don't know. You got all the undocumented people, that are hiding out in the ravines and stuff. I think really in there was really nowhere to go. So who knows what's going on?
So hopefully we don't have to experience that ever again.
Yeah, let's hope.
No more hurricanes, no more storms, no more power outages.
Right. Exactly. And let's just hope that the next hurricane is still a couple months off.
Oh, I didn't realize. There's it's the name of the store.
Oh, really? On the coffee mug?
Yeah.
See.
It's in Japanese.
Yep.
Face it so I can.
You gotta take a photo of it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're still recording.
I know.
We're still podcasting.
Sorry.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
okay.
live.
It's the stuff you love to see.
So, all right, we're in 13 minutes into it, 14 minutes into it.
Yeah, this is actually one of the shorter ones.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of fluff. It was the week was so traumatic. It's we don't even want to talk about it.
I know.
It's there was there's a shop for rent. I'm thinking about renting it, maybe, but maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the shop later.
If
Yeah,
you do
I don't
get it,
want to get into it. Yeah, right now. Yeah, I don't want to talk about something and make a bunch of plans. Or one of my former students said about the boss. He's like, man, he just makes a bunch of plans and doesn't do anything.
That student is kicked out.
Yeah. So what do you want to talk about next?
I did, so in my despair again.
Oh, really? You made another
stopped.
despair purchase?
Yeah.
You want to open it right now?
I don't know if you want to open it or
Let's
just
open
want to
it.
show it.
Let's show it. Let's show it and open it.
So I did find these.
You did
at
not.
Target.
Okay. Assassin's Creed collector boosters. One of each may contain a serialized card.
And I only got one of these.
Okay, yeah, the Beyond booster. Okay, I think these are legit. Oh, you got you got 2 of these? Oh my god.
They weren't like pricey as the Modern Horizons.
Yeah, no. These were probably priced like for the original booster price. So these were.
Forget.
So these are like what, 45 or 60?
60.
60. Yeah. Target puts a little bit of a markup on their stuff, but they're also you can find them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because these things are you can go on the TCG Player, which is the online marketplace, and you can find them, but they want you to buy 6 at once. They don't want you to buy 1. So it's really hard to just buy 1. Like they have these for sale in bundles of 6, you know.
So with this purchase, I actually got them for 5% off. Plus, I had a $15 like discount that I could apply to my purchase. So it was even less.
Okay.
But I also found this.
Okay. So believe it or not, that's actually been the biggest knockout hit. That sold out almost immediately.
The train?
And it's been very hard to find, yeah.
The starter kit?
The starter kit. So I didn't really know. So when I had gone into this, the Atomic Gaming to pick up the Assassin's Creed order that I had, they had the starter kit, 2 decks. But apparently these are really good decks. People love them because they have a lot of good cards. They're ready to go, and it's the best combination of the cards that you can get. And I think they were only for like $14 or $15, right? The MSRP on it.
I will check right now because I can check it to see.
Okay, but yeah, this is really good. These are sold out. You can't find these anywhere, so you could probably resell this, or we could play. Actually, they're meant to like do 1 against 1, so. I think that's really good. That was actually a really good purchase. So the bundle.
Yeah, it's $20, $19.99.
Okay, yeah. So you did good. Yeah.
And then the bundle. Let me see. Where's my bundle? I bought it separately, so.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the bundle is good because the bundle is always going to be like your best.
$64.99.
$64.99. Yeah, pricey. Yeah, but like I said, you can either find it or pay $64 for it, or not find it, or order a counterfeit off of eBay, you know, and not get it. So yeah, so this is good because I think it's always going to be like the best deal because you do get the lands, like we talked about. You do get the packs. You get 9 of them, right?
Yeah.
You get the box and you get the dice, and then there's always going to be like a special card that they put in here.
Okay.
So I did open the 2 boxes of the collector's boosters that I bought. So it was about $500 total worth of product that I opened of the Assassin's Creed collectors boosters. Now I did try to record it. I was so tired and from the hurricane. I don't think it was a very good recording. It's just basically me mumbling as I open, you know. So, like, I was just, my God, that week was just so, like, that week was just wild.
It was great.
I mean, it was like a little house on the prairie, like you said. And here I am trying to, like, open cards, like, you know, okay, yeah, let me just open my Assassin's Creed. This will make me really happy. And then I'm just like, I'm so tired, I can't even read these cards, you know.
I don't, like, going back to that week, I don't think I ate.
Yeah. You don't even, like, remember what happened, huh?
Not really,
Yeah.
because it felt like a really long duration of time.
Right.
So it's just taking cold showers, trying to get to work to charge up all of the battery packs, and then eat if I could, and then go home and not even eat. So I only ate like one time out of the day.
Right.
So, I mean, I think that's a good thing for me. 'Cause, you know, I needed to lose weight.
Yeah, well, you know, weight loss through trauma. I mean, yeah, it's just a weight loss program, you know. It's like, oh, I'm just so traumatized, I lost weight.
But then I make huge purchases, like more bags of cash.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you really. So what happened with this? So you were just like traumatized, and you're going through Target, and then you found Assassin's Creed.
And I just happened to come across it, so then I just bought it.
Well, I'll tell you that. You know, like I said before, I'm convinced that this is like an alternate currency right here. So I will say that when I did open the Assassin's Creed Collector's boosters, I haven't priced the cards out yet, but I am convinced that I did make my value back, just in the individual values of the cards. I did open 2 cards in themselves, which was 2/5 of the entire cost. So both of them are rare cards. Then they're valued for about $100 a piece right now. So those 2 cards are $200, and each card is holding an average value of about $5. So you know, so you just have to like they work very well. There's no downsides. People were pretty meh about the Assassin's Creed stuff, but from what I've seen so far, the cards are very solid, and they can just basically effortlessly slot into any deck that you already have. You just sprinkle it with assassins here and there, and it just makes everything better. The biggest thing I've seen with the Assassin's Creed cards is that they just enable some of those really essential early game mechanics, such as card draw and being able to look through your library and being able to get rid of big threats very cheaply. So anyway, probably went a little too long.
I mean, I don't know enough to be able to talk about it, so I'm relying on you.
You're relying on me to like, yeah. I know, I just like start talking about it, and I see you get that like lazy look in your eye, like, oh yeah, that's whatever he's saying. So, I don't know. Did you want to open one, or what do you think?
Yeah, we can open one. You wanted which one? You've already done the booster one, right? So.
I honestly think we should keep these sealed.
Okay.
And there's a reason why I think we should keep these sealed, because this box right here is like Schrodinger's cat. Okay, so what we have right now is the collector booster may contain 1 serialized card. Okay, so we've already had the conversation about the serialized cards and what they are, right? They're like basically an alternate currency. They can be like any other card, except they put the gold. They put the gold number on it. You know, 1 of 500, and I think the big one right now is a Socrates serialized. So if you pull a Socrates serialized card, that's got an average value of like $1,200. $1,200, yeah, is what he's worth. So this could potentially contain a $1,200 card. Yeah. so you know, so yeah, exactly. But you know, the thing is that as long as you don't open it, then they'll keep their value high, and I think they'll go even
What
higher.
if it's in there though?
Huh?
What if the $1,200 card is in there?
Well, then you'll never know. So, remember that Phyrexia box, the Complicated edition that I bought for like $49 way back 2 years ago?
Yeah, which you haven't opened.
Which I haven't opened. It's selling for $250 right now. So these things are holding their value. Let's open the. You said you bought 2 of these, right?
Yes.
Let's open the bundle. Because I haven't opened any of the MH3 bundles. And I think it'll be fun. You want to? Let's do it. Okay.
The one thing I noticed, it feels weird.
Why does it feel weird?
I feel that I can actually hear the dice rolling around.
Yeah,
The
you know,
ones I
maybe
did.
they bundle a little bit differently. I think David said not to get it because the bundle was like the dice was regular sized. So maybe that would be a thing. So what we could possibly get when we open a bundle is I don't think the rares are going to be as expensive. I think we'll open the bundle. I think we'll get like a lot of assassins in here, and but I don't think it'll hold up as much value as like the collector's editions. But
It's just
okay, let's open it. I think it'd be great. Let's do it. Ready? Okay, it's done. It's open. I think it's amazing.
it's like
It's so much.
ripping a Band-Aid off.
It's like ripping a Band-Aid off. Oh, okay. Immediately throw it onto the ground. So you do get your art page right here, which is beautiful.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Oh, and look, and you get 2 of the art pages right here. So I guess these are the assassins. This is the hidden footblade right here. Which, could you imagine just walking around trying to walk on that?
No.
I think it's beautiful art.
It is pretty. And then we got the other side.
So I have absolutely no idea about Assassin's Creed, but even the box feels good. A little bit. It's not quite Thunder Junction, but now Thunder Junction was awesome. Okay. All right. So here we go. So, oh, did you get it? Oh no, it's a normal size dice. Yeah. So there's a dice that you get with it. I can't even like. So there you go. People trade those. All right. So then we have the packs. And then we have the 2 packs for the lands. And then finally we have the art cards that come onto the poster insert with the confetti, pop out confetti, if that's your thing. I have heard that people do sell the empty boxes. So the biggest thing about this is that so instead of them being play boosters, they call them beyond boosters, which I'm not even exactly sure why they would call them beyond boosters. There's only 7 cards per pack.
Because it's the universes beyond.
It's the universes beyond, yes, but that is true, yeah. But Lord of the Rings was also universes beyond, and that had 15 card draft boosters. But I feel like they're treating this like a lot more value. Like, look, each pack is individually serialized.
Wow.
Yeah, that is wow. That means you can't even counterfeit the packs. They're serialized.
Are they in sync or are they in order?
Yeah. So this pack, yeah, it's in a batch. D24181060710.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
the same number.
So they're serialized in the packs. So you can't even switch out the packs.
So that means the box probably has that number on it. Like on the PLU SKU, the bottom right there. Maybe.
The SKU on here is 95166266138. So no,
It doesn't match that either.
it doesn't match that one. But they are taking this seriously. So you get 7 cards instead of 15. So then the question
7?
is, it's only 7. Yeah, which is the exact same thing you bought with this, which is this Beyond Booster right here. So this Beyond Booster contains one of these, except it has its own little cardboard cutout, blister pack, I think is what they call it. Yeah, so much presentation for 7 cards. So what do we get for these 7 cards? Let's see. We're gonna have so again, like I said, these cards fit really well, and I do know that there are okay. So I do know for a fact that we do get 1 shiny in the pack. So this is a good one right here. Arno Dorian. I get this exact same card in the collector booster.
Okay.
So it's a showcase foil. See how shiny it is, and it's a solid card. It's a Death Touch. Other assassins you have +2 and +0 with the Disguise ability as well. You get the token, which is there, which we talked about, and then there are some other assorted cards here. You do get a land card right there. So
It's pretty.
it is pretty. I think it's, what is that, Poseidon?
It looks like Poseidon, yeah.
Yeah. And then you do have a couple of legendaries, and there's no uncommons. It's all rare and uncommons. So here's our rare in here, Layla Hassan. She's a first striker. When she enters the battlefield or whenever one or more assassins you control deal combat damage to the player, return a star card from your graveyard to your hand. So there she is. So it's graveyard recursion. And that's actually really good because being able to get cards back from your graveyard and be able to repeat it are good. So there are 3 cards here. You have 2 artifacts. You have Hemlock Vial, which is when it enters the battlefield, you can draw a card and you lose 1 life. And then you can pay 1 swamp, tap, sack it, sacrifice Hemlock Vial. Each equipped creature and equipment you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. So that would actually pair up with Phantom Blade. So Phantom Blade enters the battlefield, attach it up to 1 target creature you control, destroy up to 1 other target creature. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 has menace. If you equip that with Hemlock Vial, then this would get Death Touch. And then you have the Breaker of Chains here. He's a human assassin pirate. There's 3 names in him, so you can play humans deck, you can play him in an assassin deck, or you can play him in a pirate deck. When he enters the battlefield, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put an assassin pirate vehicle card from among them into your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. And when a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, you may return him from your graveyard to your hand. And then this is actually one I haven't seen yet. This is the Saga Enchantment. So you play it for 4, 3 generic, 1 red, and when it enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage to any target. On the 2nd upkeep, you can create 2 1/1 black assassin creature tokens with menace, and on the 3rd upkeep, whenever an assassin you control attacks this turn, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace that's tapped and attacked. So I think it's actually a really good card. It comes in, it does damage, and then it creates tokens that you can attack with.
Okay.
They're solid cards. They're really good cards. I didn't see it the first time when I opened it, but now that I read through them again, and now that I have had a chance to like play into these decks, they're really good. I would say the only downside to them, if there was a downside, is that so here's Socrates right here. So Socrates. So the Athenian teacher. Now he's not serialized. So if this was the foil serialized with the numbers, then yeah, that would be about a $1,200 card. But right now he's a defender. He has hexproof as long as it's untapped. And you can tap him, and until end of turn, target creature gains. If this creature would deal combat damage to a player, prevent that damage, this creature's controller and each player each draw half that many cards rounded down. So
But it's got the gold foil on the bottom.
yeah, that's just like the counterfeit mark, but they're actually able to what did I say? Reproduce it, yeah. Yeah. So we got our assassin here, Arbaz Mir. Whenever him or another non-token historic permanent enters the battlefield under your control, he deals 1 damage to each opponent. You gain 1 life. So here he is. So it's a pretty solid card. So there's Shay Cormac. He's actually a pretty good card. This guy's been going up in value just because of the fact that you can pay 1, and permanents your opponent's control lose hexproof, indestructible, protection, shroud, and ward until end of turn. So he actually takes all the protection away from your opponent's creatures.
Does this get counted as a card?
Yes, this gets counted as a card. Look at this. So they just so instead of so what did we not get? What did they jip us out on with this Beyond booster? So we got a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm trying to see what they gypped us out on. The token. This was supposed to be the token card, but instead of a token, we got the rules of the game, how to play it. So apparently here they got a magic mini game that you can play with the packs. It's called Find the Assassin. An assassin has killed you. Use cards as clues to help your teammates solve the murder. So open 2 boosters and remove cards without magic back. Separate into a pile of creatures and a pile of non-creatures. It says each round, turn to 2 piles face down and shuffle them. Then determine which player was assassinated. That player is a clue-giving ghost for the round. The ghost is not allowed to communicate with the other player except as directed.
This reminds me of that game that we played.
Yes, it does.
And I was always the murderer.
So they're trying to make like a little mini game out of it. Let me see. Okay. So it says here the ghost looks at the top card of the creature pile. That is the assassin who killed him. Shuffle the cards in the creature pile and reveal them. Then reveal 3 random cards from the non-creature pile. The ghost chooses one of the non-creatures as a clue. So try picking a card with a similar art or theme as the assassin. So now each other player picks which creature they think the assassin is based on the clue. Each player who picks the right assassin gets 1 point. The ghost also gets 1 point, unless none of the other players pick the right assassin. So to win, keep playing until every player has been the ghost once. At the end, the player with the most points wins. They're just trying to make mini games out of it. They're trying to like somehow justify the fact that you spent $65
And one less card.
Oh my god. So let me see. Well, they seem to be putting like a bunch of a different. So here we go. So we have the art card series. The art card is something that they've started doing away with lately. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I'm starting to see a common theme here. We got another Arno Dorian. I've noticed the same thing. Oh, are you bored? You're bored. I'm sorry.
I'm still recovering.
Is this boring?
No, I'm still recovering.
It's like watching paint dry. Let me see. So the revelation of Ezio, lore 1, destroy target tap creature an opponent controls. Whenever an assassin you control attacks this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then you can return target assassin creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 on it. Then you got Adrestia. That's an island walk. These creatures can be blocked as long as the depending player controls an island. When it attacks an assassin creature this turn, draw a card. Adrestia becomes an assassin in addition to its other types until end of turn. So we got another one, same assassin except different artwork. So, but the exact same guy. Forest, and then we got another Layla. And then finally got the Ballad of the Black Flag. Mill 3 cards. You may put a historic card from among them into your hand, and historic spells you cast this turn cost 2 less to cast. So kind of getting some repeats here, but
Yeah, I noticed that.
yeah. Oh, you know what? The collector booster was the same way.
Yeah.
As I was opening them, like I was getting all of the same swords, all of the.
We got another jump.
Yeah, we got another one. Now we got another mini game here. It's this one is create your own Assassin's Creed storyline. Yeah, using the cards as inspiration. Yes.
There's the same
2
one.
more Arno. So anyway, but I mean, these are overall they're really good cards. I think they can, like I said, they can slot in to anything. You know. Then,
I don't know. Like I feel like maybe their creativity is diminishing, or
you really think they're diminishing a little bit?
or they couldn't afford to hire another artist.
You think it's just too much?
Too much duplicates.
Yeah, you think they just pushed it so much that
They were rushing, or
they were rushing? Yeah, I think so, because like, okay, imagine like you're Wizards of the Coast, right? And you have all these sets that you got to push out. Okay, you got all these cards.
There's deadlines.
You got all these variation of cards. There's deadlines, and then you're like, well, what can we do? Like, what exactly? You know, how can we make this any different than all the cards we've already put out? You know, and there's just a lot of like stuff going on.
Yeah, they probably can't commission the artists either.
Really?
It's expensive if they can't afford to pay. Well, that one's pretty.
This one, the horse.
Yeah.
So we got Phobos, the token. So this actually goes with one of the equipments that they have. The equipment specifically being that's lightly played.
Stand by.
Stand by. So Xiao Jun, I guess, what is that? I guess that's a Chinese name, right? Xiao Jun.
Yeah, I think so.
So she's our female assassin, and she's got the burn capability. You can tap 3 artifacts, and or actually tap 2 artifacts you control, and she deals 1 damage to each opponent. You do get the horse if you have the special rod that attracts the horse, I guess. I don't know. You got the foil hammer. So some of these cards, so I would say the variety, I'm getting the exact same cards here that I got in the collector's boosters. I would say there's really no big difference other than the fact that the collector's boosters, I think, have the
More foil.
I think they have the high dollar cards. Because like I said, I opened the collector boosters. So here you go.
I'm gonna open one.
Yeah, you open one. You see like what you get.
I'm gonna get the foil, the high dollar ones.
Yeah.
These are harder to open.
We put the in Magic the Gathering. Oh, the Gathering. Oh, so it's another how to play game. You know, you actually have really good luck.
Are there any good ones in here?
Let me see. Yes, actually. Actually, yeah, this one's good.
Touch them all.
No, this was a good pack. Cover of Darkness is good. Towering Viewpoint, it gets work done. Breaker of Chains. This is Desmond Miles, Spider-Man. Actually, those are good ones too. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, another Shay Cormac. Yeah, I think you did good. Let me see. Petty Larceny. I haven't seen this one yet. Petty Larceny. Look at the top 2 cards of target opponent's library and exile those cards face down. You may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled, and any mana of any type can be spent to cast them, create a treasure token. Haystack is a solid card. That gets work done. You can put that. It causes your creature to blink, so it keeps re-triggering enter the battlefield effects. Yeah, it's a solid card. And another Shay Cormac. Eagle Vision, Murder, Mortify. Yep. There he is. This is the golden pack. So now I know why they're serialized. Because I think they're grouped in a way to where 1 pack is going to make up for the whole thing. So we do have our $100 card here.
Ooh, the last one.
I think so. And then we have the Apple. If Eden Easter Relic. Which I haven't seen this one. This is rare. I know for a fact that this card is very rare because I saw Facebook talking about it, and which they're always going to be the big thing. But also, in all the packs I've opened, I haven't seen this one yet. So I think this is rare. So this is the Apple of Eden, the Easter Relic. You can tap, pay 4 life, sacrifice the apple. Look at the top opponent's hand and exile those cards face down. You may play those cards this turn, and mana of any type can be spent to cast them. At the end of turn, whenever you play a land or cast a spell this way, its owner draws a card. At the beginning of the next end step, return the exile cards to the owner's hand. Activate only as a sorcery. So it lets you steal your opponent's cards and play them.
Wow.
It's not bad. Was that the... yeah, I think that was it. Oh, look, and you got the the art card with the signature. Yeah, so I think those might have paid for the pack right there. Did you want to look up the value real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you go on a TCG player and there you go. Later. Yeah, you should be fine. Go ahead and go to the search bar and let's go ahead and type in Apple of Eden. And then there it is, so you can go ahead and click on the very top result. What is it, $1? $2.94. Okay, so not exactly rare. All right.
Well, that's near mint.
That's near mint.
Foil.
Yeah. So going up to about $4 now if you want it. Then let's go ahead and look up this guy, Igio Auditor, because I know that this guy right here is the $75 card. But if you get into foil, I don't know how much it is. Non-foil, Igio, E-C-I-O, and then A-U-D-I-T-O-R-E, and it's gonna be the borderless. Yep. $56.27. Yep. Good job.
Good job.
Good job. You want to show them?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. All right. $56 card. It's going to be reversed, but anyway. So, actually, oh, that's the foil. But the regular market price, the normal price is about $60. And it's only going up. So one card pays for the entire bundle.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah, good job. There you go. Okay. You did good. And then everything else is just like on top of that.
You just play with it.
You just play with it. Yeah. So how about that?
So,
The economics?
I wonder how many of the bundles have like the value cards in it.
Well, what I'm thinking now is it was the same thing with the collector boosters. Like, I think they're doing it that way to guarantee one good pull, so everybody buys the entire collector's box instead of just buying that one pack at a time. Because this one card pays for the entire thing. And so it's possible that if we did it with the second box, it would be the same thing. But I think you just have good luck. Too, because you did open at Modern Horizons 3, that one
the
card,
last few.
it was $180, and I traded it in, and just, yeah, it was really good. So, good job, Kumiko.
Thank you.
Well, this is a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one just because the artwork is pretty. On
Yeah.
all of these.
I mean, I think it's a beautiful game. I think it's just, translates out to creativity and then gameplay, and like they say, they're trying now to.
I feel like this one will be like a high value, but maybe not.
The tokens. Mm-hmm. The tokens have, yeah, I think so. Tokens have
They
the
have
value. I have no idea how this goes in. Oh. Oh, I see.
This is here, right?
Yeah, it goes in there. Here you go. I'll help you.
What are you gonna do with this week?
Oh no, I didn't bring any sleeves with me. Oh wait, I did though. With my, I'll go to my car and get a couple sleeves and put them in there. I know.
Not gonna risk it.
Not gonna risk it. Okay, that was pretty cool. So, any questions? Anything? Okay, sign off. See you next week.
See you next week.
See you next time. See ya.
Bye.
Thank you.